Welcome to Infinite Tales, your gateway to stories that spark the imagination and stir the soul. Today, journey with us into the mysterious village of Morrow Hollow, where shadows whisper and the last light holds the key to hope. Sit back, relax, and prepare to be captivated. The last light of Morrow Hollow, the Whispering Hollow. Nestled deep within a fog-laden valley lay the small, forgotten village of Morrow Hollow. Time seemed to have stalled here, as if the rest of the world had moved on, leaving this place shrouded in mist and silence. At the heart of the village, perched atop a steep hill, stood the towering Morrow Lighthouse, once a beacon of hope and safety for sailors and villagers alike. For generations, its brilliant light cut through the darkest nights, guiding lost souls to shore. But decades ago, that light flickered for the last time. No one in the village dared to relight the lamp after a mysterious tragedy struck. Whispers told of shadows creeping from the fog, dark forces that had clawed their way into the village once the beacon went out. Arrival of Eliza. Eliza Hawthorne arrived on a cold autumn evening, clutching a worn leather satchel. A historian by passion and an adventurer at heart, she had heard the stories of Morrow Hollow and its forsaken lighthouse. The villagers greeted her with wary eyes, their faces etched with fear and sorrow. Tales of vanished souls and creeping shadows haunted every whispered conversation. Eliza, however, felt an inexplicable pull towards the lighthouse, a call she could neither resist nor explain. The town's secret. Days passed, and Eliza immersed herself in the village's history, poring over dusty journals and forgotten letters. She learned that many years ago, the lighthouse keeper, a man named Tobias Gray, had battled something ancient and malevolent. On a stormy night, Tobias had extinguished the light to trap the dark entity within the tower's walls. But the price was high. He disappeared without a trace, and the light was never rekindled. The villagers believed that as long as the lighthouse remained dark, the shadows would stay imprisoned. But with every passing year, the fog grew thicker and the shadows more restless. Into the mist, determined to uncover the truth, Eliza ventured up the winding path to the lighthouse under a cloak of fog. The air was thick and cold, carrying faint whispers and distant cries. Inside, the lighthouse was a labyrinth of rusted gears, shattered glass, and faded murals depicting battles between light and darkness. Eliza found Tobias's journal, revealing the ritual needed to reignite the flame, a ritual that required confronting her deepest fears. The shadows awaken. As Eliza began the ritual, shadows stirred in the corners of the room, dark, twisting shapes born of fear and sorrow. They reached out like tendrils, trying to snuff out her resolve. Visions of her past traumas and doubts surged forth, threatening to overwhelm her. Yet, with each breath, Eliza summoned her courage, holding tight to the memory of those she loved and the hope she carried. The last light. With a final, determined cry, Eliza struck a match and ignited the ancient lamp. A brilliant beam pierced through the fog, slicing the shadows in two. The darkness recoiled, hissing as the light grew stronger and warmer. Slowly, the fog began to lift, revealing a village bathed in golden dawn. A new dawn for Morrow Hollow. the villagers emerged from their homes, eyes wide with awe and gratitude. Eliza stood beside the lighthouse, now a symbol of resilience and hope. Morrow Hollow's whispers transformed from fear to tales of bravery as the last light burned brightly once more, a beacon not just for lost sailors, but for all who dared to face their fears. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Morrow Hollow's darkest secrets and brightest hopes. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so more stories like this can reach you. Until next time, keep your light burning bright.